Okay. Hello, everyone. Well, not everyone because no one's here yet. Let me know when you come in. That's weird. Let me know if you are here. Say hello. Hey, how are you? And J Dog, I always forget your real name. Can you please share it with me so I don't call you J Dog? Hey, Lynn. I feel like I can finally sit and breathe for a minute. It's been a day. Hey, there's my wrench girl. Hey, Pat. It's been a day. It's been a very busy day. See my big mess? Oops, back there. Started putting out Easter decorations finally. That's right, Keisha. I knew that. And there goes my timer for my cookies. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Pat, it has been so cold and so windy here today, too. It was ridiculous. I thought my little fingers were going to freeze off when I was taking care of the chickens. It was so cold. Hey, Sherry from Southwest Florida, formerly Connecticut. Hey, Michelle. Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh. Like we had that fake spring last week. Oh my goodness. Snow on Saturday, says Pat. Yet it's going to rain here. It is 100% chance of rain, heavy at times. And that is the day that we need to deliver the Easter food baskets for church. Yes, we have about 75 and about 60 of those people pick them up outside at church. We wheel them out to their car and load their car, but we deliver about 15 of them. It is going to be horrific. Yeah. I ordered a new raincoat today because my raincoat is cute, but it doesn't keep me dry. It soaks right through. So I ordered a new raincoat. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Snow in Canada for Maryland. Hello, Catherine. Yeah, it just sounds like everywhere is having the same weather. Whether you're in the Midwest, the East, the Southeast, the Northeast, it seems like we're all having the same weather. But it was cold, so I stayed in today. I only had one baby today, and it's the baby, and he naps a lot. So I started getting my Easter decorations out, but then I decided to go through them. So there they still sit. I need to finish that tonight. And I made 18 dozen sourdough discard chocolate chip cookies today because I want Doug to take them tomorrow. I want him to take a tray to the valet guys, a tray to the check-in people, and 2 trays, one on each side of the infusion unit for the nurses. So yeah, so we made 18 dozen today. Just took the last tray out of the oven. And I made a loaf of sourdough bread and dinner. So I'm tired. And I'm already in my pajamas. Actually, it's really not pajamas. It's Doug's shirt. I love this shirt of Doug's. It's cozy. So I went and put it on because I was covered in flour and baby spit. Oh my goodness. Snow's coming tonight. Yep. What type? Oh, Janet wants to know what type of knife I use to slice my sandwich bread. Right now, I'm using a Pampered Chef bread knife. My dream is to have a bow knife. I was going to order the one from Ballerina Farms, and they were out of stock. Just because I know that one will be good quality. Because I looked at some of the ones on Amazon, and they had mixed reviews. I need to go back and look again, but I think I just might wait and put it on my birthday list. My birthday's in September, and everybody struggles, with birthdays. So I think I will put it on my birthday list because I really, really want a bow knife. I'm smart. Why am I smart? I'm not smart. Oh, Catherine, you're under a winter weather advisory too. Oh, lots of snow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, okay. We're just getting rain, which stinks, but I'd rather have the rain than the snow, Catherine, especially that much. Please stay safe. Yeah, Janet, the ones from the bow knives from Ballerina Farms look wonderful, and I'm sure they are very good quality. But the one I wanted, like I said, was out of stock. So I'm gonna look again on Amazon and read some more reviews and things like that. I was hoping to find one like maybe in like a specialty kitchen store. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about that. Did my screen go blank? My phone rang and my computer tried to answer it and my whole screen went blank. I'm assuming I'm still here. So yeah. So anyway, I've been looking too. Oh, Michelle said she loved mine and Kim's vlogs. We had such a good time. I cannot even begin to tell you how cool it was. It was just so normal. My brother's here to see what his little sister's doing. Joe, if you're around tomorrow, I have chocolate chip cookies for you. So run over and grab some. Since I got in trouble when I didn't give you something last week. So come over and get chocolate chips. I don't think they're as good as yours, but they're darn good. Oh, okay, Sherry. Now I get it. Yeah, it's been a very busy day. 18 dozen cookies is a lot of cookies. Oh, Pat, those shoes were hysterical. Hysterical. And Kim had filmed me talking and she forgot to turn the camera on because that was funny. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. The video was fun. It was us, videoing each other. Oh, okay. Yeah. My brother missed some cupcakes last week. I only had enough for the orders and he got mad at me because he didn't get any, but I have chocolate chip cookies he can have now. Hey, Donna. Donna's in the house. Kim will not be here tonight. She has a headache. So she's not feeling great. I have a nice quiet house. Andrew's at track practice and Doug's at school. Yes, Michelle, I weighed in after my trip and I was up, shocking, 0.4. I will take it. I was up 0.4. Yes, please visit my website. Just click on anything once and you can just click right out, but those clicks help my website. It shows interest, which means Google tends to share it more. Like if somebody Googles a recipe for like sandwich bread, my website may come up. Michelle, I was thrilled. I was thrilled with the 0.4. Yeah, with all those Southern foods, I did stick to the unsweetened iced tea. Janet says, my brother Joey sounds like her brother Joe. He's a sweet lover too. Yes. My brother Joe is quite unique. But yes, he does love his sweets. He does. And my brother Joe is a very good cook and he's really starting to become a pretty good baker. He made some chocolate chips the other night and I tried one and I will say they were good. Would have been better if they had walnuts in them, but Pat wants to know if I've ever made lemon meringue pie. If so, how do I make my meringue? I have not made lemon meringue pie. I am not a fan of meringue. I don't know. It's just blah to me. But I would probably I would think whip egg whites with a little cream of tartar and sugar. That's a basic meringue. But I don't know. I just think meringue's kind of tasteless. I love lemon and I love lemon pie. And I like to do like a lemon pie, almost like a lemon meringue, and then put whipped cream on top of it. So yeah, that's the lemon pie I like. Marilyn wants to know what I really thought of the okra. Honestly, because it was fried, all I was tasting was, like, the breading and the oil. I don't know if I actually tasted the, okra itself. It was very, very mushy, and I don't really feel like it had much taste because I think it was the breading. So maybe if I had it, like, baked or sauté, I don't know how to cook okra. Now Kim said she stews it. I don't really know what that means. Like, does she cook it with, like, tomatoes or something? I don't know. But, so yeah, I mean, I would never order it, but I didn't, like, spit it out. Funny story about spitting something out, I'll tell you that in a minute. Um, oh, Michelle, I can't wait to see Kim in Jersey. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be hysterical. It's going to be hysterical. She will have culture shock when she comes here, I think. Hello, Sharon from California. Oh, Janet says the meringue from fresh eggs is really good. Yeah, I bet it would be because fresh eggs make everything better. So funny story. It was Sunday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. I don't remember. We were in the hotel and we had brought up um, coffee and tea in the cups that they had down in the breakfast room, and we both had lids on them. I was ironing, so I thought that I put my um, teacup on the ironing board. Apparently, I didn't. Apparently, mine was in the bathroom from when I was drying my hair and I was drinking it. And Doug laid his coffee cup down on the ironing board. Now, if you all know me, you know I detest coffee. I call it a vile swill. It grosses me. I will not even kiss Doug after he drinks coffee because I can't stand the taste of it. Well, you know where this is going. I thought it was my tea. I picked it up, took a swig. I nearly died. I spit it out. I was rinsing my mouth out. I was brushing my teeth. I was, I gargled with apple juice because it was right there. Oh my gosh, Doug was hysterical. Hysterical. It was horrible. It was bad, but it was funny. Pat says she will need a week to see everything. Well, she wants to go to the Jersey Shore, and I'm making her call it the shore, not the beach. I told her we go to the shore and we will walk on the beach because she wants to see the boardwalk and all that. Definitely want to take her out to Lancaster. I'm not sure what else. I'm not really sure what else, but it's going to be cool. Renee asked how Kim and I became such good friends. Honestly, YouTube. I don't even know. I mean, she started following me from the very beginning. I started following her. She kind of had a channel, but it was sort of private. Like she just did some cooking on it, like her Southern cooking. And then after meeting me and seeing me, she decided to start broadening her channel with like the weight loss content and stuff. We started following each other. We kind of just clicked. And honestly, we talk every single day. If we do not talk, we text several times a day. And we just really hit it off. As different as we are, as different, we are polar opposites. We just hit it off. Oh, Janet, we call it soda here. It's all soda, whether it's root beer, Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, 7 Up, it's soda. And when you order it, you say, I'll have a Pepsi, I'll have a Coke, I'll have a root beer. Like you don't say, I know sometimes in places, if somebody says it's a Coke, it's just a general soda. But yeah, here it's soda and it's, I'll have a root beer, I'll have a Sunkist, I'll have a 7 Up, ginger ale, whatever. Hey, Judy. Pop, Marilyn says up in Canada, it's pop. No, pop is like a grandpop here. And pop goes the weasel. But a lot of grandfathers are called pop around here. Oh my gosh. Janet, you ain't heard nothing until you heard Kim's laugh in person. I mean, we sat at the table at Sunny's on Saturday night. We sat there probably after we were done eating for an hour and a half, just laughing. Just laughing. Oh, it's soda on the West Coast too. Yeah, I think pop is like South and Midwest, maybe in the US. Keisha wants to know if I tried the hog gels yet. I did not. We were going to cook them this weekend because usually on Saturdays we have omelets and bacon for breakfast. So the hog gels were going to take the place of the bacon. But we have the food delivery baskets for church. So we're not going to do that. And then Sunday, I was like, okay, we'll do it Sunday. Well, I forgot that Andrew was asked to be the keynote speaker at a breakfast for a church a couple towns away. They're having a Palm Sunday breakfast, and they asked Andrew to be the speaker. And Doug and I were invited to that. So that's where we're going to be Sunday morning. So no hog gels yet. And I can't make them tomorrow, even though Doug's home, because it's Friday, so no meat. So long story short, no hog gels yet. Probably not until, oh my gosh, not even next weekend, because it's Easter weekend and we'll be crazy busy. I've got 2 full days of cooking ahead of me before Easter. So yeah. Oh, yep. See, pop. Marilyn wants to know if Andrew was happy with the liver mush. He has not had it yet because he's never home. He's going to do it this weekend, but that's out the window now. Maybe I should make breakfast for dinner this weekend and we can have the hog gels and the liver mush. He's excited to try it because he loves scrapple so much, and we pretty much decided it's the same thing. So Janet, I am. They're such good kids. They really, really are. Oh, Jason says, I know Jason. Jason loves scrapple. Well, Jason, maybe you need to come over here and take half of this block of liver mush and give it a try. I think that's what you need to do. Yes, Jason, get your butt over here and get some liver mush. Renee asked if I was hosting Easter. Yes, I am hosting Easter this year. I need to do a final count, but there's going to be a lot of people here. And I have a little tiny house, but that's okay. You know what? We can all shove in, and between the dining room and the kitchen and the family room and the living room, we'll be fine. Oh, you guys have never heard of scrapple. So scrapple is, Jason, help me out here. We joke and we call it everything but the oink. Scrapple is pretty much a blended meat. We'll call it blended, like pork, whatever's left over. They kind of mush it all up. It is actually the same thing as liver pudding or liver mush that Kim eats. We're pretty sure it's the same thing. It's whatever's left over. They mush it up. And then most people prepare it. Like I know my father loved it, and my mom would slice it and flour it and fry it in a pan. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. I've never cooked it because I don't like it, but it is. I know, Janet. I know. Oh, here we go. Jay is telling us what it is. Hey, Julie. Hey, Dot. It's after the pigs are processed, they boil the bones and the leftover meat falls off. Then they mix it with spices and cornmeal and form it into a block. There you go. Thank you, Jason. I'm impressed that he knew that off the top of his head, unless he Googled it. So basically it's a pork product. Yeah, I agree, Pat. But man, let me tell you, people that love scrapple love it. And it is huge here in the Delaware Valley. Huge, huge. It is on every diner menu. Every diner menu. Nope. I don't eat it. Doug doesn't eat it either. I have no idea how Andrew started eating it, since we don't eat it. Maybe it was when he was living in Philly. I don't know. Dot says it was great seeing me with Kim, and she's glad to see that Doug's doing so well. He is unbelievable. Just below Taylor, there's a little, just below Taylor Ham on the South Jersey list. Jason, if you call it Taylor Ham again, I'm blocking you from the live. It is not Taylor ham. It is what? Pork. No, not pork. It is pork roll. Pork roll. There's a great division in New Jersey. The South calls it pork roll. The North calls it Taylor ham. Oh, I knew you did that on purpose. Oh my gosh, Pat, pork roll and Taylor ham are the same thing, but we're from South Jersey, so we call it pork roll. It is delicious. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like Canadian bacon, but not. It's got its own taste. Jason, let us know what's pork roll. Michelle said it sounds like potted ham or Underwood. No, that would be a step up above scrapple, honestly. Yes, Dot. Pork roll in Philly Delco area. Oh my gosh, Pat grew up in North Jersey and never heard of it. Oh my gosh, pork roll is huge around here. Huge pork roll sandwiches. It is delicious, delicious, delicious. That's somewhere else. When Kim comes to Jersey, we told them we have to take them to a real South Jersey diner because their heads are going to explode. I actually, when we were sitting at dinner at the fish camp, I pulled up a menu for one of our favorite diners. It's called the Swedesboro Diner. I pulled the menu up on my phone and I was showing David, and his eyes were like bugging out of his head. It's like 12 pages long, a diner menu. You can get breakfast all day. You can get everything from a salad to chicken parmesan to fish to anything you want, to a sandwich. I mean, they have 3 pages of sandwiches alone on a diner menu. So, yeah. Oh, I never had their. Jason was talking about a drive-in near us that had pork roll. I never had theirs. What's in pork roll? Janet, I don't know. We have to Google that. Oh, here we go. Seasoned ham roll. Scrapple is primarily, my brother says scrapple is primarily eaten in southern mid-Atlantic region, Delaware, Maryland, South Jersey, PA, Virginia, North Carolina, and Washington. Yeah, Joe, fun fact, in North Carolina, they call it liver mush. It's got to be the same thing, but it's called liver mush. We actually got some this weekend when we were there, but it's scrapple. I think the further south you go, they start calling it liver mush. Yeah, it's definitely not a California thing. Pork roll or scrapple. But I got to tell you, pork roll's delicious. It is delicious. Oh, diners on Long Island too, Keisha said. The menu is a book. Oh my gosh, the Swedesboro diner that we love, it is actually the menu, it's 12 pages. It's actually spiral bound. It is spiral bound. And everything's delicious. Everything is delicious. Now, back before COVID, most of the diners were open 24 hours. So like after like a night out with your friends, or after prom or after homecoming, you hit the diner at 2 a.m. because it's what you did. It's what you did. But most of them are not open 24 hours now. They're still open till about midnight probably. But we used to have one actually right out in the town I live in. It was so good. So good. They made the best gravy fries and disco fries ever. Baker's Pancake House. Oh, Jason will attest to that. Yep. He just typed it. Baker's Diner at the Dutch Inn back in the day. They made the best disco fries ever. Yep, my brother said pork roll, egg, and cheese. Best breakfast ever. But here's the question. What do you like your pork roll, egg, and cheese on? Do you like it on a bagel? What do you like it on? I know I'm showing my age. I know I am. Renee says, in our county city of Springfield, Illinois, we are known for what's a what? What's a what? We are known for what's. Please explain that, Renee. Janet says, here in Northeast Ohio, it's homemade kielbasa for Easter and ham from a local sausage shop. Janet, we are having for Easter, we are having galumpki, which is stuffed cabbage. We are having kielbasa and sauerkraut, and we are having homemade pierogies. We are having ham and Potato and cheese pierogies and meat pierogies. Cannot wait. And we boil them and serve them with fried onions. It's in Springfield, where the Simpsons are from. I think they are. Michelle says, West Coast, we love our. There's this little heart at the bottom of my screen. We love our chorizo, eggs, and refried beans. I'll take the eggs. Out of that group, Michelle, I will only take the eggs because the sausage is too hot. And come on, come on. You know I don't like beans of any kind. Oh, Janet, we love it all too. I might make a ham this year too. But I have my nephew's bringing a side dish. My niece is bringing a side dish. My sister-in-law's bringing a potato casserole. So we're going to have so much delicious food. Is Edie coming? It sounds like what she cooks. Well, we're Polish too. So that's why we started, I guess, before COVID, just doing a Polish Easter. So I love it because you get it all at one time. And, I don't know, it's just special. Yeah, Judy. I mean, I get it. They want you to heart it but it covers up my words. Yes, Joey. We know beans are good for the heart. The more you eat, the more we know, but I don't like beans. So, mm-mm. I love to cook, but I feel like I spend all day in the kitchen because it's 3 meals a day from scratch, especially now that I'm like taking it a step further and milling my own flour and stuff. If you weren't here earlier, I made 18 dozen sourdough chocolate chip cookies today for Doug to take tomorrow when he goes for his chemo disconnect, to take to all the nurses and the check-in people and the valets. I made a loaf of sourdough bread, salmon for dinner. I forget what else. It's been a day. The Springfield I know is known for horseshoes, which is a burger covered in fries and delicious cheese sauce. That sounds good. That does sound good. Pat wants to know who's making the pierogi. That would be me and my niece and hopefully my sister-in-law, Joey's wife, because she makes the best dough. She makes the best dough. Always has. Even when my mother was alive, my mother said that Mary makes the best dough. And I don't know who else is coming, but I know hopefully it's going to be us three. Oh, I'm not a big borscht fan. I bet it's beautiful color though for Easter. Hey, Megan. You're never late. We're here for an hour. You know that. She wants to know if the week went okay. She knows Doug had scans and chemo. Pat, I did make a video. I made a pierogi video. During COVID, I made it because the boys helped me. Hey, Karen. Hey, Tiff. Megan asked about Doug. Yes, he had his scans on Tuesday and chemo Wednesday, and we found out yesterday that his scans look good. There is no new cancer anywhere, and the nodes that were affected are gone. So, yeah, and they couldn't get a good read on the tumor in the rectum. They said the CAT scan doesn't really show that good because of the way the CAT scan image is. She was pulling them up on the screen. Fascinating. Oh my gosh. Fascinating. But see, I love that kind of stuff. But she was showing us everything but they couldn't get a real good read on the tumor because CAT scan doesn't show that well. They use the MRI for that, which he'll be having an MRI, I think the end of April, to double check on that. These scans are more of a make sure nothing has spread type thing. So good. And all his blood work is good. So yeah, keep praying though. We're not out of the woods yet. And as of right now, surgery will still probably be the end of May. So definitely good news. Catherine made a strawberry banana smoothie with Greek yogurt for dinner tonight. I love smoothies. I really do. I can't do bananas because I'm allergic to raw bananas. but I do love a smoothie. That's a big, lunch for me during the summer. What did I miss? Oh, Janet asked Tiffany if she was buried in snow because Tiffany's up in Maine. Yes. Of course, my brother will come and test the pierogies. He always does. You can't come and test the Galumki on Friday because no meat. So I'll save you some for Saturday, and you can test that when you test the pierogies. Jason, I'm allergic to bananas, apples, peaches, nectarines, plums, cherries, and peaches. Did I say peaches? I'm allergic to all that. I can have it cooked. I just can't have it raw. Pat, we don't have a lot of Polish markets, but we do have one relatively close to us. It's on the Black Horse Pike it's called a little town called Runnymede. It's really good. Hey, Jackie. Moved out of Maine, too much snow. I want to tell you one quick story. Back in December when we shared Doug's story about his cancer, and he was adamant about sharing his story because he just wanted to get it out there. Like, you got to get checked. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Don't be afraid to get checked. I had someone email me the other day, and she wanted to thank us because we gave her the push she needed. She was at that age where she had to be screened, and she went and had a colonoscopy, and they found a huge, huge polyp that they were very concerned about because of the size of it. It was very big. They sent it off for pathology, and thank goodness it is benign. But she does have to go back. I think she said in 6 months because they want to make sure they got it all when they popped it off. But they said that if she had not had her screening, it definitely would have turned into cancer. So I read that email. I actually read it when we were on the way down to South Carolina. I read that email and I started crying. She's like, I know you said that if you could help one person, sharing your story would be worth it. She goes, well, I'm the one person. So I just want to share that. So don't forget, guys, if you haven't gotten screened, if you haven't seen your doctor for a regular checkup, do it. Let's see. We did not, Jackie, we did not try the liver mush yet. That is for Andrew, and we just haven't had a chance yet. He's, busy working during the week, and this weekend we're not home. So I'm hoping to get him to try it soon, and we'll definitely film that. Joey, I don't think you're old enough, are you? Are you old enough to have a special dispensation for no meat? I don't think you are. Well, Tiffany, you could always come to New Jersey. Pat says her dad used to frequent New Jersey, and on trips he would go to Wallington and get kielbasa and rye bread and bring it back with him in his suitcase. Wallington. Is that up in North Jersey? Because I don't know Wallington. I know Wallingford, Pennsylvania. There's a couple really good Polish places over in South Philly. Renee wants to know if I've been allergic to all that fruit all my life. No. I was 8 weeks pregnant with Andrew when I ate a banana, I ate a banana on Monday, ate a banana on Tuesday, and had a reaction. My hands and feet swelled up and turned red and started itching real bad, and my face got real itchy. And I had already had a miscarriage, and we were very concerned. So we went to the ER. I knew the ER doc very well and explained to him what was going on and everything. And he said, you're allergic to bananas. I'm like, no, I'm not. I had a banana yesterday and didn't have a reaction. He goes, that can happen. I said, no, I'm pretty sure it was blue dye. My neighbor had made cookies. She used blue dye in them. They were for a fundraiser. She brought one over and asked me to taste it to make sure it didn't taste like too much dye. I said, it was the blue dye because I had the blue dye right when I had the banana. He's like, no, it was the banana. Well, Yep, he was right. It was the banana. Not allergic one day, reaction the next, and that's how allergies work. And it makes sense because I knew I was allergic to latex, and there's a definite correlation between latex and banana allergies. And then I was 31, no, 32 when the apple started and all the other ones, all the other pit fruit. Oh, see you later, Jason. I will talk to you soon. Oh, I know you're gonna be at Bucknell on 4/14, Tiffany, because I think we're there the week before or after you. It's crazy. Kim wants to know if I eat reduced fat dairy such as yogurt, cream, and milk. Some. I prefer 1%. We prefer raw milk, but it's number one, it's illegal in New Jersey, so we can only get it when we go to PA, or we can actually get it now from a co-op that delivers to New Jersey. It's just marked for animal use only because that's how we get around it. And that we skim the cream off the top. So it's actually like a 1% milk. Right now, we're not allowed to have raw milk because Doug is not allowed to have raw milk while undergoing chemo. Um, and like I said, we don't get it too often because we just joined this co-op. And anyway, so I prefer 1% milk. Whole milk just leaves too much. I don't like the mouth feel of it. And so I use 1% milk. As far as yogurt goes, we make our own yogurt. And if I don't use raw milk, I use 1% milk for my yogurt. So I guess you could say I do use a reduced fat yogurt. But we use heavy cream, we use real half and half, and we use full fat cheese, full fat sour cream, and full fat cottage cheese. Does that answer your question? If not, expand. Okay, Pat, I thought it was up in North Jersey. Bergen County. Oh, Bergen County. Yeah, that's way up there, I think. Oh my gosh, Janet. Janet's allergic to shrimp and nearly choked to death. Seafood's a big one. Shellfish is a big one. Hey, Ann. Oh, Tiffany, you know we will, girl. Oh, Janet, raw milk is so good. Raw milk is so good. Now, we scoop the cream off the top and use it to either make whipped cream or butter. It tastes so fresh, and it's all the nutrients are still in there because it's not boiled to death. But it's really, really good, especially ice cold. I agree, Anne. Whole milk is just it's too thick for me. Hey, Ellen, thank you. You can either do goat's milk or cow's milk. We do cow. I don't like goat milk. It's too gamey for me. Oh, Anne's allergic to yellow jackets. Almost died from one sting. Yeah, that's one of my little daycare kids got stung last summer and I was scared to death. But I come to find out that a lot of times on the very first sting, you don't have a reaction. It's subsequent stings. So I am so careful. Jackie, you like your whole milk? I can do whole milk. It's just not my favorite. Have I had venison? Yeah, my dad was a hunter. So we've had venison. Yep, my dad was a deer hunter. He wasn't super successful at it, but yeah, we've had venison. And actually growing up, we had rabbit because he hunted rabbits. Tiffany, I am about 2 hours from Baltimore. Janet says, I wonder when milk was delivered in the 60s if it was close to what we used to skim the cream off. Yeah. It was probably not as processed as definitely not as processed. That's right, Ann. I knew you were pescatarian. Do you do fish and shellfish? Like, do you do all the sea animals? We will be the only track meet I think we will be at in May is up in North Jersey at Rider University. I Pat says she remembers the milk box outside of the house. I remember hearing stories about it. I don't actually remember the milk box, but didn't like wasn't milk delivered and bread delivered too, I think? I remember hearing about doctors making house calls. Oh, and you do dairy too. Hey, Lori, she just got off her Zoom. Eileen says her dad was a hunter too. She does not like deer or rabbit. My mom used to make rabbit. It was she in her cookbook that I have, it just says rabbit Italian style or something. And I remember eating it and I liked it. I haven't had it in a long time. We talked very briefly about raising rabbits for food, but we decided against it. Milk and eggs delivered. Probably from the same person, right, Pat? I remember my grandparents, even my parents talking about it, and I remember like a silver box that used to be on somebody's step. Seltzer. That's one I haven't heard of to have delivered. We have a service around here now. It's called used to be called Ortis. I forget what it's called now. Green Lane, I think. Um, they deliver produce. You can order online and like they deliver it 2 days later. And I did that for a while, but I don't really do it much anymore. I did like rabbit when I was a little girl. Like I said, it's been a long time. Leap and Lena delivered ours. You remember that, Joey, having it delivered? And I think I knew who you mean by Leaping Lena. I'll have to talk to you about that. Oh, I do eat veal sometimes, only if we're out. I never cook it. Um, I don't like lamb. My kids love lamb, but I don't cook it, so I don't they have to get it if we go out. Yes, the milk came in glass bottles. Yep. Now, if I go down to the Amish market, it's in, glass bottles. They have it in glass bottles. Yeah, I remember a couple of our family reunions. Um, I remember my mother has a cousin who lives on Martha's Vineyard, and she is a sheep shearer, and she raises lambs, and I remember her a couple times bringing a roasted lamb to the family reunions. Renee wants to know if my mom was a good cook and if I learned cooking skills from her. My mom was she wasn't a bad cook. My father was so picky. He didn't like any cooked vegetables, he only liked them raw, and he loved ground beef and venison, but that was about it, I think. Um, I was I did not eat dinner with the family a lot because I was always at sports with high school, but my mom was a very basic cook, very basic. I learned a lot of basic things from her, but not I've branched way out. But my mom had her things that she made and she made well, rice pudding being one of them. Oh, my brother said my mom cooked the rabbit in vermouth and stewed tomatoes. Yep, I have the recipe somewhere. Oh, Pat, you do cook lamb. I've thought about cooking it for my kids because they love it so much, but I would be afraid I would ruin it, so I just let them order it when we go out. That's who I thought you meant, Joey. Yep, I had no idea she delivered. Yeah, you know what, I just think that that was the time, just a very basic cook. Ann's father ate 5 things. My dad probably didn't eat much more. And my dad ended every meal, his dessert, he'd get out cheese and crackers. Or not cheese and crackers, cheese and pretzels. After every meal, he would have some cheese and pretzels. That was his jam. Laverne said her family had a bakery business. Milk, eggs, and bread came from the bakery. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Jackie wants to know if I learned canning and baking from my mom. Nope. No, actually, my dad was the one that did some canning. He used to can like green tomatoes or something. I remember that. But my mom was never, she used to do jelly. I remember her doing jelly at times, but she was not a big canner. She baked like, our birthday cakes and things like that, and mostly from scratch. Her 1, 2, 3, 4 cake was a big one. Her mayonnaise cake was a big one. Um, but she wasn't, a huge baker. Oh, that's awesome, Janet. Darlene loves venison. Yep, she had hunters in her family too, and now her grandson. My nephew hunts up a storm. My nephew's a huge hunter. Darlene changed to counting calories. Oh, awesome, Darlene. I love calorie counting. You know that. Oh, my brother said, who was mom's best eater? I guess it was him. I was a good eater. I was not picky. I was not picky, but my brother would eat anything my mom put in front of him. Pat says her daughter does a lot of canning. She brought over applesauce the other day and canned tomatoes from the garden last year. I just finished canning up my tomatoes from last year. They were in the freezer, and I was like, "I need the freezer space. This is crazy." So a couple weekends ago, I think I had it on a vlog. I made tomato sauce. I just threw them all in the roaster and I let it go for a couple days and made tomato sauce. So I have a lot of that on the shelf right now. Janet said, I wish now I hadn't been so young when she canned. She did everything with 5 kids in Catholic school. Yeah. I was the baby. So my sister, I was 3 when my sister got married and moved out. I do not even remember my oldest sister, the one who passed away. I don't even remember her living at home. I barely remember my brother living at home. I do remember on my brother's wedding day, I started moving my stuff into his old room because I wanted that room. I was finally allowed to move upstairs. I didn't have to have my bedroom downstairs anymore, but I barely remember him living at home. Do we have morel mushrooms in New Jersey? I have heard of morel mushrooms. I have never cooked with them. So I don't know. Now, right over the bridge in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, it's like the mushroom capital of the world. So I'm guessing if we have mushrooms, they're right over the bridge. Anne said her father would not taste anything that was more than one ingredient. We used to go to a Chinese restaurant with my aunt, and her dad would get white rice. Okay, my dad wasn't quite that picky, Anne. Laverne said both her grandmothers and her mom canned. They also cooked goose, duck, and lamb, all of which she loved. I would like to I would like to try cooking a duck because apparently my nephew has a really good recipe for it. I don't know. We'll see. In the Instant Pot, I believe. Jackie's trying to do intermittent fasting, but no luck so far. She's got to have her coffee and creamer in the mornings. You can have coffee, you can just have it black. I know. Not as fun, right? Pat said her husband is picky. Darlene's still a basic cook. Janet said, oh, wait, I love it. Anne said she loves it. Jackie R. I miss Jackie R. Oh, Oh, you love intermittent fasting, Anne? We do a modified version. There's a book I want to read called um, Fast Like a Girl. I want to read that because it's about all different stages of your life and how to fast when you're at different stages. Janet said her dad hated casseroles. So did my dad. He was not a casserole guy. My brother said, were there holes in the ceiling behind the posters on the ceiling? Yes, there were. He used to shoot his BB gun into the ceiling. Oh, wow. 2 years, Anne. I follow a girl on YouTube. She's not like a diet or weight loss channel. She's more of a lifestyle channel. It's The Daily Connoisseur, and she does intermittent fasting. Yeah, I've heard duck is greasy. I don't like it. Once again, my kids like it. Janet says, I'm surprised you don't have ducks yet. Thought about it, but they're just too messy. They're just too messy. And just one more thing. So my neighbor just got ducks, but no ducks here. Oh, Megan, you read Fast Like a Girl? I definitely want to read it. I really do. Oh, Andrew just walked in the door from track practice. Megan started intermittent fasting about 4 to 5 months ago and loves it. Doug and I do like we break our fast at like 9, and then we try to stop eating by 7, but it doesn't always work out. Like on nights we play pinochle or poker, some nights are just late. We, you know. Oh, okay. Anne said no casseroles for her dad either. Yeah, they weren't popular back then, I don't think. Oh, wow, Laverne. Her brother would cook duck and do gourmet clean cooking, but no one passed the skills on to her. I kind of had to learn myself. You can do it. Lori's husband is a basic eater too. Oh, no casseroles and no steak. Oh my. Doug's missing steak right now. If he has steak, he's allowed to have beef, but if he has steak, it has to be well done. And he's like, what's the point? So no steak. A lot of people combine the intermittent fasting with Weight Watchers, Anne. Eileen, I've heard that. And that's why I want to read this book, Fast Like a Girl, because I want to see kind of what they talk about. And you're supposed to fast in different hormonal stages of your life. I do need a bigger property for all my animals, Pat. Oh my gosh, I would love to move to like a little farmstead.
Oh. Don't give her any ideas.
Oh, Joey, you like duck? Do you ever make it? Don't ever make it on Pinochle night, please. Thank you. Oh, look who's here. Uncle Joey's here too.
Oh, Uncle Joe.
Darlene says she loves to can. She's a widow, but loves to can for herself so much better. Oh, her sister was 3 when she got married. Jackie, I don't know. I believe that's how my nephew said he made it, in the Instant Pot. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't remember. Sometimes, yeah, I don't remember. And you have a 4 to 6 hour eating window. See, ours varies because on nights when Doug has to go to school, we have to eat earlier. Some nights he works a little bit later to make up for leaving early when he has to go to school. So, yeah, we try to, we try. My brother said duck is good if you shave it and eat it like a cheesesteak. Nope. Oh, Pat bought her daughter gummy bear molds and sent her the video of how I make mine. You can make it with any kind of fruit juice too, any kind. Janet loves home canned peaches and crab apples. I've never done crab apples, but man, I love the home canned peaches. It is so nice having those on the shelf. I'm actually going to use some this week. I'm going to make some more peach baked oatmeal because we just love it. And learned herself cooking. She's in 3 different Weight Watcher cookbooks. That's cool. I was published in a cookbook, the Wonder Bread cookbook. Yep, the Wonder Bread cookbook. You have no idea that, Andrew?
No.
It's on the shelf downstairs. My name and my recipe. I was published in a cookbook.
I didn't know.
Andrew popped his head in from the kitchen. He's like, huh? So now I'm going to have to go down and get the cookbook and show it to him. Oh, Uncle Joey said, hey.
All
right. Kim, I am still not tracking. Still not tracking. I was thinking about picking back up maybe in April just to kind of see where I'm at, make sure I'm still doing okay. I would definitely track calories, not points, because that would definitely be better for me. I get at least 5 offers a day from companies wanting me to promote their products on my channel and things, and I rarely do any. If it doesn't really match my vibe, I say no. Even if it matches my vibe and I don't like it, I say no. And lately, this company called Trainist has been hounding me. It's an app. It's a tracking app. And they're not taking no for an answer. But I finally told them the other day to, please stop emailing me. I am not tracking anything right now. And no. So, but I think I might, in April, I might do the month of April and track calories just to make sure I'm still where I need to be. Eileen says she has ducks in her neighborhood every spring. They're too cute to eat. Yeah, I think domestic ducks are too cute to eat. Anne says she does not eat at the same time every day. My brother is the Instant Pot king. He'll have to get a duck from Ryan and try it. Yes, Joey, that's what I was going to do. Get a duck from Ryan and try it. I think it was Luke who had the recipe. Stacy said, apparently it's very good. I don't know. But I will say, my brother is the Instant Pot king. And said you wouldn't eat Wonder Bread now. The recipe that I have in the cookbook actually came from my home ec teacher in high school. My home ec teacher, BJ Riley, is where I got the original recipe. And then she had showed me this thing for getting published in the Wonder Bread cookbook. She's like, you should put that recipe in. And it was accepted, and I did, and it's pretty cool. I should send Andrew down to get the book. Andrew, run down on the shelf.
What?
Run down on my cookbook shelf and look for the Wonder Bread cookbook. It's a small white square with red, yellow, and blue dots on it. We'll see if he can find it. He's not going to find it. Janet wants to know if I've had kefir. Yes, I have had kefir, but not homemade kefir. I've never had water kefir. I've had milk kefir. I like it. I've never made it though. I just bought it in a bottle in the store. I know some people make kefir all the time, but I haven't yet. You will, Kimberly. You will. I mean, well, some people never do. Some people love to track, and that's what they feel keeps them accountable. I just got to the point where I just couldn't do it anymore. I just felt like it was consuming me. But I think in April, I'm going to just give myself a little check. Laverne said a great snack type of dinner is thringer, wrapped in rye bread and baked in the oven. I don't know what thringer is. THRINGER. Help me out, Laverne. Renee said, I just made the peach oatmeal baked to have for breakfast in the morning. I've made the blueberry and loved it. The peach is better. Oh my gosh, I love the peach. Love the peach. I'm making that, I think, next week. Yeah, that'll be on next week's menu. Next Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday, I think. I don't remember. Yes, Michelle. Denise is using that Trainist. They had reached out to her too and asked her if she would review it for them. And she she's doing it because she's still tracking. So it makes sense for her to do it. Didn't really make sense for me to do it. Oh, thanks, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Let me catch up real quick on these and then oh, Anne said she loved the visit with Kim. It was exciting. It really was. It was so comfortable. Like I just felt like, well, we have known each other for 5 years. It was so cool. Janet says she's watched Lisa Bass, her channel's Farmhouse on Boone. She's watched her make kefir. That's where I've seen it made too. And she does water kefir too. I think the peach would definitely work with the frozen peaches, Janet. I would thaw them and probably like let them dry a little bit, let them drain a little bit because sometimes they can hold a lot of water. But I would definitely use it. Kimberly said that Trainist is hounding a lot of YouTubers. It needs a lot of work. Yeah, it is in the beta. It's definitely in the beta stages, but I just didn't have any interest. Oh, there's a lot of inaccuracies. I think there's a lot in the Weight Watchers app too, but I found a couple. You know what? You just have to double check yourself, I guess. But here is the Wonder Bread cookbook that I am in. Let me see if I can find the page. I don't even know where it is. Let's see. I'm going to find it though. Yes, Catherine, I know you've lost. Catherine, I need to see before and after pictures. Please post before and after pictures on my Facebook page. Please, please, please. I want to see them. Catherine's lost 148 pounds. I think we need to see those pictures so we can totally fawn all over her and tell her how amazing she is. Because losing that much weight is amazing. And I love transformation pictures. Here it is. Sorry it took me so long. Wonder cream cheese bites. Hey, Joan Stetzer, Gibbstown, New Jersey. It says, this recipe for delicious bite-sized desserts, perfect for parties and other get-togethers, has been in our family for more than 20 years. I first made it in my high school home economics class. No one can believe these sweet treats I serve on cookie trays are made from Wonder Bread. So, yeah, that's my claim to fame. The Wonder Bread cookbook. You know, it is what it is. Catherine, I used to love Weight Watchers too. I really did. I mean, that's how I lost my weight. But then things just kind of evolved for me and, you know. But that's the beauty of it. You can come and you can go. You can try something else. I loved when it had the 3 different plans. That was my favorite. Oh, Laverne said it should have said Thuringer sausage. I have never heard of that. I'm going to have to look that one up. We are talking about so much meat tonight that we haven't heard of. Eileen said she hasn't watched the visit videos yet. She had COVID last week and hasn't been online. Oh, Eileen, I hope you're feeling better. Hope you weren't too sick. Wow, Catherine. Oh, I can't wait to see those pictures. I do. I love transformation pictures, like the transformation Tuesday and the face-to-face Friday. That is awesome. They sound like the fudge made from Velveeta. Oh my gosh, Janet, I have never heard of that. These, you just took a piece of Wonder Bread, cut the crust off, and you rolled it really, really, really thin with a rolling pin. The bread, like super thin. It had to be really, really fresh, spongy white bread. Super, super, super thin. Apparently Zelda's ripping apart stuff back there.
Tissue paper and everything else.
Yeah, I had a bunch of tissue paper. I told you all my Easter stuff is back there.
No.
Zelda's having fun in it. Anyway.
No.
Andrew. And you mix together cream cheese and sugar and milk and vanilla. And you spread a thin layer over the bread. You roll it up, refrigerate it, and you dip it in melted butter and cinnamon and sugar and cut them. That's my claim to fame. The Thuringer sausage, originally called Thuringer bratwurst. Oh, okay. A German sausage. I like German sausage, so I'd probably like that. Oh, good night, Judy. Thanks for coming. Oh, we are over an hour, ladies. We got to wrap this up. Velveeta fudge is so delicious. I got to ask, is it made with Velveeta cheese? It's a Paula Deen recipe. You know I'm going to go look it up now, right? Oh, my goodness. I can't even imagine. But, ladies, we are... Oh, my gosh. I'm going to go look that up. I just got to see what it is. I can't tell you the last time I had Velveeta cheese. Well, ladies, I cannot believe it's been an hour already. Thank you so much for coming. I have a big, huge kitchen mess to clean up. And my brother, if you're still here, come get some cookies tomorrow. I will not see you next Thursday. I will not be on live because it is Holy Thursday and we will be at church. So I will not see you. I'm trying to think. Maybe we could pop on Tuesday night. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put it up in the Facebook group. Maybe we could pop on Tuesday night and have a little visit since I won't be able to do it Thursday. Starting next Thursday, like life is insane for us with church stuff. We have Holy Thursday on Thursday night. And then Friday morning, I have to make the Galumpki. Friday afternoon, we have church. Friday night, I have to decorate the church. And I don't know how many hundreds of flowers we have coming in for that. Saturday, I'm making pierogi. Saturday night, we have church. And then Sunday's Easter. So it's going to be crazy week next week, but I'll try to get on. So, because it's too much fun not to. So thanks again. Can use it for trout fishing. Velveeta, you can use for trout fishing? You have to tell me about that, Joey. Okay, friends, I will talk to you soon. Keep praying for Doug. And, oh, Jackie, I have pictures. I'll show them to you. I'll put them up in the group. Take it easy, my friends. I will see you all soon.